Breaking news that could change your financial situation overnight. Just moments ago, former President Donald Trump, now back in the White House, reportedly signed a new economic stimulus bill that's sending shockwaves through the nation. That's right, $5,300 stimulus checks could be hitting your bank account as early as Monday. Is this the financial boost you've been waiting for? Stay with me until the end to get all the details on how to make sure you don't miss out on this potential payment. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and notification bell right now so you never miss critical financial updates that could put thousands in your pocket. Alright, let's dive into what just happened in Washington. According to reports circulating online, President Trump has apparently made good on his campaign promises to boost the economy with direct payments to Americans. This breaking development comes as many families continue to struggle with rising costs despite recent improvements in the job market. But is this really happening? When will you see the money? And most importantly, are you eligible? These are the questions I'm answering today. First, let's talk about the timing. Sources close to the White House indicate that this bill was signed in a private ceremony just hours ago. The legislation reportedly authorizes immediate payments of $5,300 to individual Americans with additional amounts for families with dependents. According to these reports, the Treasury Department has been instructed to begin processing payments immediately, with the first wave scheduled to hit bank accounts as early as next Monday. Can you imagine checking your account and seeing an extra $5,300 there? What would that money mean for you right now? The stated purpose of this stimulus package is to provide immediate economic relief while jump-starting consumer spending. Unlike previous stimulus programs that had complex qualification metrics, this one is allegedly designed to be much more inclusive. Reports suggest that income thresholds have been raised substantially, meaning more Americans would qualify than ever before. Have you been excluded from previous stimulus payments? This time might be different, according to these circulating reports. Economic experts are already weighing in on the potential impact. Some analysts are praising the move as a bold economic strategy that could provide the boost our economy needs, while others express concern about the potential inflationary impact. But what does this mean for you personally? That extra $5,300 could help pay down debt, cover essential bills, or provide the savings cushion many Americans desperately need. The question remains, how will you use this money if it arrives? Let's talk about eligibility. Based on what's being reported, American citizens and permanent residents with valid Social Security numbers would qualify for the full amount. Unlike previous stimulus programs, the income thresholds are reportedly much higher, up to $150,000 for individuals and $300,000 for married couples filing jointly. Do you fall within these parameters? If so, you might be eligible for the full amount according to these reports. Now, here's what you need to know about distribution. The first payments would supposedly go to Americans who have direct deposit information on file with the IRS from previous tax returns, haven't filed taxes recently, or don't have direct deposit set up. Don't worry, physical checks would be mailed out in the weeks following the initial direct deposits, according to these circulating reports. But why wait for a paper check when you could potentially get your money faster? Have you updated your banking information with the IRS recently? Many viewers have been asking about dependent payments. The reports indicate that families would receive additional funds, potentially $1,500 per dependent under the age of 18. For a family of 4, that could mean a total stimulus payment of over $10,000. Can you imagine the difference that could make for struggling families across America? How would an extra $10,000 impact your household finances right now? There's also talk about a special provision for senior citizens who receive Social Security benefits. These individuals would supposedly receive their payments automatically, even if they haven't filed recent tax returns. Are you or your loved ones on Social Security? If these reports are accurate, you wouldn't need to take any additional steps to receive your payment. Now, I need to be completely transparent with you. At this moment, we're still gathering official confirmation about this reported stimulus package. While multiple sources are discussing this development, the White House has not yet issued an official statement confirming all details. That's why it's crucial you stay informed. Have you signed up for alerts from the IRS? Do you regularly check official government websites for updates? These are important steps to ensure you have accurate information. Critics are already questioning the funding for such a massive economic program. Where would the money come from? According to reports, the legislation includes provisions for corporate tax adjustments and redirection of previously allocated but unspent funds from other government programs. Does this approach sound sustainable to you? Many economists are debating this very question right now. Some financial advisors are already suggesting ways Americans might use these funds. Paying down high-interest debt, building emergency savings, or making necessary purchases that have been delayed due to budget constraints are all being recommended. What would be your priority if this money arrives in your account next week? Would you save it, spend it, or use it to catch up on bills? The potential economic impact cannot be overstated. Consumer spending makes up roughly 70% of the American economy, and injecting billions of dollars directly into the hands of consumers could trigger significant economic activity. Are local businesses in your area struggling? This potential stimulus could bring customers back through their doors if these reports prove accurate. There's also speculation about whether this would be a one-time payment or the first in a series of direct payments. Some sources suggest that the legislation might include provisions for additional payments later in the year, depending on economic indicators. Wouldn't recurring payments provide even greater financial security during these uncertain times? Now, here's what you need to do right now. First, make sure your direct deposit information is up to date with the IRS. Second, if you haven't filed recent tax returns, consider doing so immediately to ensure you're in the system. Third, be wary of scams. The government will never call, text, or email asking for personal information or payment to process your stimulus check. Have you encountered suspicious communications already? Unfortunately, scammers always try to take advantage of these situations. As we wait for official confirmation and additional details about this reported stimulus package, remember to stay informed through legitimate sources. Government websites like Treasury, Gov and IRS, Gov will provide the most accurate and up-to-date information. How often do you check these official sources versus relying on social media for your news? I'll be updating this channel immediately as more verified information becomes available about these reported stimulus payments. This is potentially game-changing news for millions of Americans, and you deserve to have the most accurate information possible. Don't you agree that staying informed is crucial when it comes to your financial well-being? Before you go, if you found this information valuable, please hit that like button and share this video with friends and family who might benefit from this update. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss critical financial updates like this one. Your financial future might depend on staying informed. Can you afford to miss out on potentially thousands of dollars? I'll be back soon with more updates as this situation develops. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.